Canadian federal election 2019. These are the Canadian federal election 2019 candidates. Well, the main ones are well, I guess we'll just concentrate on Trudeau and Sure. Yeah, this is the Canadian federal election 2019 summary from me, Peachy Gordy. As you can see from the headlines, Trudeau wins minority government. Up to date with the federal election. All right. What does this is global news? Let's see. What does global news have to say about this? Let's move old Trudeau over there so you see your boy, you see your guy, good looking man until he opens his mouth. And then he's a tanglepuss.
Global News is now projecting a Liberal minority government.
Liberal minority government.
Eric was talking about it. They reached the threshold where no one else can beat them, we believe. Mercedes, your take on this?
Well, obviously they would have liked to keep their majority, but this was certainly, I think, what most Liberals thought was going to happen. If you talk to the insiders on the campaign, and we were traveling with them throughout this campaign, we were on the plane, we were on the bus, and they were consistently saying that they thought they were going to get a Liberal minority. That is what it looks like. And of course, at this point, when we look at the numbers, the Bloc, though, instead of the NDP being right behind them in terms of the third party, pardon me, obviously the Conservatives are in second, but that's not going to...
Dude, they're going to pick up on that. What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you trying to reduce the Conservatives even more?
To prop up a Liberal government anytime soon. So it'll be a very interesting dynamic if we have the Bloc remain in third-party status, depending on what happens when we get out on the West Coast, and whether or not the NDP comes in now. And you could see Justin Trudeau having to give up things like the Trans Mountain Pipeline, having to do a lot more on the environment, but certainly Liberal minority, I think, was the gut feeling of a lot of people around Ottawa.
And there you go, Liberal minority. Now, interesting. Now, what they did not say, well, maybe they do in other places, but this is what they showed to represent their main headline, their summary thing. There it is. Here's the new news. Trudeau wins minority government. Okay, now I want you to go over here. There you go. Look at that. Interesting. So this is they had before. They had Liberal Party of Canada, 110 seats. Conservative Party of Canada, 79 seats. Now, that looks, well, it looks like Conservatives lost. I don't know the final. I don't think these are the final seat tallies. So it look, you got a lot of seats left. But interesting thing. I don't know if this will hold. But look at this right here. Look at this right here. Now this works two ways for all the factions in America. On one side, the conservative faction, the Trump faction, don't get apoplectic about the fact that Scheer won the popular vote but lost the parliamentary election, because them's the rules. But then you liberals, I don't know why, need to declare this guy not a legitimate president. He didn't get the majority of the vote. He's not a legitimate president. I don't know why you're calling him a legit, or whatever he is, prime minister. Prime minister, just call him premier. I think premier might be a little bit better than prime minister. But the upshot is that Trudeau's Liberals win, but lose a majority. That's the one headline from the BBC. The Guardian says Canada elections, Trudeau wins narrow victory to form minority government. That's okay. That's actually kind of neutral. This one's, guess you could say, I mean, the BBC is not conservative, but conservatives would want to. Well, the conservative headline would be Trudeau loses majority in rebuke of policies or some crap like that. I mean, that's what I would write if I was running a conservative rag. Justin Trudeau wins second term in hard-fought Canada election. See that, Al Jazeera. You can see where Al Jazeera is on. Al Jazeera is definitely on the side of the progressives, the quote-unquote liberals. I hate that they use the word liberal. I hate that this is called the Liberal Party, because the Liberal Party is anything but liberal. It's not liberal at all. It's very closed-minded, very myopic, very kind of 13th century in their thinking, like most SJWism is. It's mired in the notion that priests and popes should be able to be able to figure out what your true motives and intents are and judge you accordingly by their high moral standards to assure that morality and decency rule the land. This is the progressives. This is SJWism. This is Justin Trudeau. So these are the headlines, and it looks like he's going to have to form up with the NDP. And that means, and that's the New Democratic Party. Let's teach a little bit about the New Democratic Party here. Get a little bit of idea here. Oh, the New Democratic Party. You're just going to do that. There he is. New Democratic Party. Okay. Un nouveau parti démocratique. It's a political party in Canada. It's founded in 1961 out of the merger of the Co-Cooperative Commonwealth Federation and the Canadian Labour Congress. The party sits to the left of the Liberal Party, so you can look at the breakdown here. You got the New Democratic Party at 17, the Liberal Party at 110. You got Scheer at 34% at 79, and you got Bloc Québécois, Bloc Québécois. The Bloc Québécois is a federal political party devoted to Quebec nationalism and the promotion of Quebec sovereignty. I don't know whether they are defected. I almost said. The Bloc Québécois defected from the federal Progressive Conservative Party and the Liberal Party during the collapse of the Meech Lake Accord. Founder Lucien Bouchard was a cabinet minister. So basically, it sounds like, progressive conservative. What the heck? From what I remember, I think they're pretty left leaning. I don't know if they're like as left as the quote unquote Liberal Party, which is really the SJW fascist party. That's what SJW is, by the way. It's red fascism. It's a form. It's actually right wingerism. It's weird. Your choices around the world largely are between right wing and right wing. The left wing the left wing might exist. I don't know what Bloc Québécois is like. I don't know if they've incorporated anybody that's incorporated SJWism is pretty much right wing, because SJW is a right wing movement, ostensibly to fight right wingism, but it's right wing itself. It's authoritarian, tyrannical, fascistic ideology. And looks like if you look in Canada, that's pretty much who dominates now. The Liberal Party is 110. The Conservatives are 79. The Conservatives absolutely have nobody to dance with. The New Democratic Party, left-leaning. Bloc Québécois, left-leaning. Although they don't even want to be part of Canada, so what's up with that? So they got 14 plus 17. That's 31 votes. That's 141 votes. 141 to 79. So it's really, sure, he won the popular vote. Well, he didn't win the popular vote. He won the plurality. He didn't win the majority. He won the plurality. But in terms of what Canada is 60 plus percent SJW. So you can look at Canada as basically a red fascist nation at this point. We have on top of our border a fascistic, tyrannical state called Canada that's now being mostly controlled by red fascists. Now, I guess you could call them the Conservatives. I don't know so much about exactly the particulars of the Conservative Party of Canada. I don't know how much they share in common with the right, the quote-unquote right here in America. But our American right is I guess you could call it, it's got tons of, call it blue fascism. It's kind of schizophrenic because really the red is predominantly identified with the left around the world, and blue is predominantly identified with the right around the world. But in America, they switched it around because the left controls the media, and media operatives early on back in the 80s decided that we're not going to represent the Democrats as being red because commie, and we want to defend our Democrat brothers and sisters because we are military operations serving the Democrat Party, which is most of what MSM is. And so they switched the colors around, red and blue. It's kind of schizophrenic. So you see that red there. That's all. That's red fascism. And I don't want to say that Conservative Party of Canada is blue. That might be. Well, I guess really. I don't get it. Which one is which? Which one is which? Are you red and blue too, like us? Did you adopt our little weird way that contradicts the rest of the world, which is okay. I don't mind contradicting the rest of the world. I do it every day. But you got the reds and you got the blues, and it looks to me like, I mean, I don't know if the Conservative Party of Canada is like blue fascism, if you will. But we definitely have blue fascism here in a large part. Most of us normie poors in the middle, the poors that really do just want to make bread together and whatnot. We're looking at a fight between blue fascist and red fascist, and we're just sitting back here like, y'all's driving us all nuts. But in Canada, I would say that let me just look at the Canada. Let's go with Canada Parliament 2018. Let's see what the 42nd Canadian Parliament is broken down into. And you will see there we have 184 Liberal seats, 99 Conservative seats, 44 New Democrats. So we're going to have to wait a while because there's a lot of seats still out there. As of September 2019, you can see they were at 177, September 2019. Going into this election, this is where they were at. And I did a video yesterday, and I made a note of how your boy, Orange Boy, he's Orange Boy, by the way, because a picture of him in an orange outfit in India pretty much totally captures his true essence. So he's Orange Boy. You got Orange Boy in Canada, red fascism, and you got Orange Boy in America, blue fascism. So that's cool. So anyway, Orange Boy here, you know, he was pretty much a monster there with 177 to 95. New Democrats had 39. Bloc Quebec has already picked up 4 seats. We know that. New Democrats, I don't know whether they'll win or lose. And let's just see how many total seats are there. There's 338 total seats, and they are showing so far. Where is the election here? And they're showing. Let's see here. We have. Show more. I want to see it all. So we got 110, it's 189, 199, 206, 210, 220, 3, 4, 224 seats shown. That's Donald Trump. That's Election Gazette. By the way, you should go to Election Gazette, just as a little side note, because it's nonpartisan amalgamation of news links about the election, and I do it. So check it out. So I think I'm gonna leave this here. You see here we have 338 seats, so we have about 100 or so seats that we still have to determine who gets. So I may revisit this and see the final shuffle, but it appears that they're solidifying their red fascist coalition in Canada. So, and remember, Canada, unlike America, Canada has very little guns amongst its private citizens. So the acceleration process as far as converting Canada over from a more common law type adjudication and political system to a SJW type system, which is not based in due process or rule of law, but racism, bigotry, and whatever else. They've gone they've gone full in with that, and that sucks. But then again, maybe people like me in Canada. Maybe there are people like me in Canada. Maybe there really is no choice for them either. Maybe it is blue fascism and red fascism. I don't know. I don't know enough about the Conservative Party in Canada. But the American Party, the American Conservative Party, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely choosing between the F and the F in more ways than one. Y'all have a great day.